That's moving towards Team Saiyan's side here. Really good job for them.
11 minutes 40 something second game. A very fast paced game has been played by Team Saiyan.
11 minutes and 37 seconds.
It's even much earlier by a few seconds from my assumptions.
Indeed, I mean, really quick game coming up from them. We're gonna just have a very quick look at the score screen that's there. So we have, Fredo on the Ethereal really doing a lot of work, 10.7 KDA there with 9,000 gold that's left out. We also see Harley being able to do a lot of additional work that's there, 8.7 on his KDA score. On the other side, Yi Shunshin picking up, the stragglers as they were leaving the fight, as well as being able to land some of the more important kills that had kept them into the game.
But sadly, Roger did not actually be available much most of the time. Maybe that's one of the factors of AoD not being able to clinch of what Team Saiyan has put on to them. Just maybe he came in a little bit.
It felt a little bit like a blow away in a sense where they were holding on for their dear lives to the game because the pace was completely dictated by Team Saiyan here. And they left no room and opportunity for anybody else to say otherwise. So it's not that they couldn't even stabilize the game. They were playing a completely different game at that stage.
Basically a completely different level of gameplay.
Yes, I agree with it. A completely different level of the gameplay that's there, and it's a little bit worrisome because as they move into the next game, what can they improve? But before we move into the next game, let's have a quick word about what this is and from our sponsors.
Yeah, alright, this is Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League, MPL for short. It's brought to you by Astro, EGG Network, as well as Muntun themselves, okay? This is a professional league for Mobile Legends player, first of its kind for mobile games, and the prize pool, here it is, 100,000 ringgit, USD, man, the greens.
Right, so we are going to go into a short break, but when we do come back, we are going to go into the next section, which will be the second game of the second series. When we do come back at that point, we're going to get back into the action with lots of things lined up for you. So do stay tuned. This is Misudo,
and I'm Matt,
and we'll be back.
Bye bye.
我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂的 sister， 应该雷震度 other S。在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉。是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的。想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？就爆烂的 sister， 应该雷震度 other S。 在世界最高舞台得到的荣誉，是我和队友们经过一番努力制造出来的果实。我很高兴，我可以为自己的国家创造历史。然而，机会是自己争取的，想要打造自己的梦想，就来展示你的本事。你的传说由你自己来写。所以你还在等什么？Cepatlah register. Ingat legend tu ada S.
Hello and welcome back to Mobile Legends Professional League, brought to you by Astro, EGG Network, as well as Moonshot. You're still here with me, Admats, as well as Mr. Sudo.
Hello!
Hello. And we're gonna be on the second round best of 3 of Team Saiyan against AoD, where Team Saiyan just got the first round, AoD yet to break the egg.
I mean, it was a pretty quick match coming through for Team Saiyan. It's pretty much what was expected as well, coming in for them. And we're going to be jumping right into the ban and pick phases. On this time, the blue side, Team Saiyan.
Enemy is banning.
Instantly banning out that digger.
Yeah, and on the red side here, we have AoD still deciding on what their first ban is going to be.
Akai, again, it's same bans as the previous round. Team Saiyan's gonna ban out Kagura this time. Oh, they're gonna ban Lancelot.
I think they're going to be removing the very quick Lancelot away here. However, they can also leave it open and force AoD to ban it away, or else they could pick it up themselves.
Yep.
So it's a little bit cautious here to see what will happen. I'm curious to see if none of the 4 top bans get
Saber.
banned. So Saber's going to get removed here. Which just leaves Kagura open, which leaves Lancelot open if it's not banned. So Lancelot's going to get removed, and Team Saiyan should instant pick up
Kagura or Grok.
Kagura.
Or Grok. Either way, it's still good, but Kagura is the pick for Team Saiyan.
Yeah.
Waiting for the lock-in. Or would they change it last minute? Yep, the lock-in has been locked. Panjat has locked in Kagura for Team Saiyan.
We also are seeing now that most likely Grok's going to be the next one up in pick. We also can see that Chow will most likely be the next one for them. These are the highly contested picks that can be coming in that have significant impact into the game.
Grok has been locked in by AoD again, predicted well by Pseudo Chaw. Will be the second one to be picked on Team AoD.
Right, so pretty solid lineup for them thus far. So now we're going to be seeing the 2 other picks that's going to be coming up by Team Saiyan here. If history is any repeat, it looks like they will be picking up their marksman here. But Aurora, of course, already being removed away. They don't want to be giving that over to AoD. Her pick potential with her freeze ability is definitely there. In fact, it's going to be Karina that is locked in here. So we look at heavy gangs, high ambush, and high impact games.
Yeah, assassin for Team Saiyan. Right now, for AoD, they opt go for a marksman fighters pick. They're going for a Iridal pick. And would they pick a fighter? Would they pick a mage? Yeah, you have to find out. I think the best thing to put here is maybe, this is my assumption, Freya. Put here as well.
I'm not sure if the friend's going to come in. Rafaela seems like better to run on the team composition
Going for a support.
now. it's also putting in one of the CC abilities to be thrown in.
Oh, Johnson
So we
locked
have Ruby,
in.
so we're looking at really fast games here with Ruby being put in. There's a lot of high potential. So we as well have still Johnson here. So although we don't have Hawkeye playing at this point, maybe it's been rubbed off well enough. Johnson as well going to be picked up here. One of the signatures of Team Saiyan. Hayabusa now being hovered across. Not quite sure this actually rounds out the composition in particular because it doesn't necessarily address Ruby or Kagura especially with that pick. So they're still thinking about it. In fact,
Natalia.
it is going to be Natalia, not quite locked in. In fact, it is locked in right now. We saw really good Natalia game coming in from the first semi-finals.
Yeah, Mystic Burden with very well on than Natalia.
But there also was paired up with the Freya, so double annoyance here. We don't really see another annoying split pusher along the side. If they had Zilong instead of Chow, that might be creating the same sort of dynamic. We don't quite have that this time around. But what we do have on the type of Team Say here is really strong lineup, very standard to what they have out here, and I'm looking forward to see how well they execute this. The Ruby pick is definitely something we're going to be looking at here to see how much of impact Ruby can bring.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be interesting because we are most likely going to be seeing Fredo together with Johnson being brought across the map, while Ruby does have the engages.
Yeah, but sorry for my throat. Let me adjust it for a while.
There we are, good and well.
Yeah. All right. Now the match has started. Team Saiyan in blue, Team AoD on the red. Ruby and Johnson. We see another Uber driver riding around the map. We will never know. Grok and Natalia, two very good picks for Team AoD. With Shaw and Adele on the side, Rafael as a support.
Oh, they need to be careful about this. They already are spotted and they have 4 members here that could potentially collapse on them.
They're going in for the kill. Oh, it looks like in the middle of the fray, Karina is in trouble. A few more hits to actually be executed here, and the first blood has been taken down by Grok on top side of the map.
Instantly, the retaliation does come through where Kagura here, Kagura, Johnson, and Aurora went in, did steal out the buff as well. So what you see, even though the one kill did go across, the goal difference has become to the same. Kagura caught out now.
Flickering in. Oh my gosh, what happened
Using
to my
flicker
tongue?
to move all the way back
Yes.
to the back line.
Nice save.
We are seeing that Johnson as well. So we are seeing that turtles on the bottom side of the map. So we're gonna have to see the trio queue come out here. Rafaela, the support Chow as well as Grok here. And up top we already are seeing that the wonderful side of Karina is there.
Yeah. Team Saiyan going for the 2-1-2 composition where Karina as well as Ruby is going to be at top, trying to find off with Natalia. Mid lane Kagura for Team Saiyan, Iradal for Team AoD. Tri-lane bot AoD as mentioned by Sudo, Johnson and Aurora for Team Saiyan. 2-1-2, 1-1-3. And looks like Karina going for the proxy to maybe avoid Natalia.
But just to make sure that the lane is constantly pushing, because this forces Natalia to reveal herself.